you are looking from the left side. So if I draw the reference planes, how are these reference planes drawn? These reference planes are drawn by drawing one vertical line like this. And then left hand side, right hand side and top. So whatever you see from the right side should be seen like this from here. So this figure will come somewhere here. Here there is a dark line and here there is a dotted line. And if I call this as planes, so this is R1, this is R2. So this whole thing is R1 up to here and this is R2. Now this is seen on the left side. Whatever is shown here is seen on the left side. So this has to be of the same height, so it will come somewhere here. So this plane and one line here. So if I call this as L1, L2 and L3. So this will be L2, this will be L3 and this will be L1. No line here. L1 this side, that is the front view. So look in this direction, L1, L2, L3 like that. Look in the right hand side. Right hand side view, it is like this. And in the top view, this top view you have to fit here. So since this width has to be corresponding to this, so it should be here only. And then 3 lines. And this is here. So if I call this as T1, T2, T3 and this whole thing is T4, then T1, T2, T3 and T4. Something like this. So just you can say I'm just sticking some paper. I cut one paper like this and stick it here. This is stuck here, this is stuck here. And now we start thinking what it will be. Because as I earlier said, imagination you cannot escape. Imagination has to be there. In fact, the whole exercise, we are learning the entire drawing subject to improve our imagination, to learn to imagine. So you cannot just keep the imagination part away and just try to follow T1, T2, L1, L2 and try to draw. No. Unless and until you start thinking or imagining how it will be, you will not be able to understand. So keep on doing that. These are just additional things to help us to imagine. Okay. So having done this much, let's now try to put the planes in the other view. So whatever you have shown here, L1, L2, L3, these are the 3 planes in the front view. Try to show them in the other views. So this L1, where is this L1 plane in the side view? This entire surface is going to be L1. Where is L2 and L3? L2 and L3 will be somewhere here. But before that, let us try to put it here. So this L1 is L1. Then this line is matching with this line. So L2 and L3, if I want to think, then it has to be, see this is matching here. So this has to be L2. And this is matching here. So this has to be L3. So this tells us that L2 and L3, they are not in one line. They are slightly front and back. So L2 is in front and L3 is behind. So So L2 is in front and L3 is behind. So once you get this, now you go back here and now you decide which one is going to be L2 and which one will be L3. So looking in this direction, L2 is this and this L3 will be this. Right? So this L1, L2 and L3 is L1, L2 and L3. L1, L2 and L3. So we have put L1, L2, L3 in all the places. Now let's try to put them here. When you see in the front direction, you will not realize what is in front and what is behind. Here you will find everything is one level. But when you see from top, you will come to know that L1 is here, L2 is here and L3 is here. So now let us try to do that. This L1, that means this has to be L1. So we have drawn L1 here, but according to this figure, L1 is not here, L1 is behind. So this whole thing, whatever is drawn, this has to be shifted in this place. So suppose I show it like this, shading, just so that you can concentrate on this plane. So this L1 plane, you have to shift it and bring it to this level. See, even this also line is L1, so L1 is here. So L1 is not here, L1 is here. So you shift it back and draw it here. Now I will draw it after some time. So your L1 will go here. Now when L1 will go back, what will happen to this cutout? Will this cutout match here? This corner, where this corner will go? See, this corner will go here. This corner will go here. This corner will go here. But where will be this corner? This corner will go here. And where will be this corner? This will go here. So if that is the case, then can you simultaneously think what will happen to T1, T2 and T3? Now where is T1, T2, T3? You have shown it in the top, you find. But where is T1, T2, T3? Here. Let's try to put that. So where will be T1, T2, T3? Here. Here it will be this. All of them will be here. And in this view, T1 is this T1, T2 is this T2, and T3 is this T3. Correct? So these three surfaces, we feel they are in one level like this, but they are up down. So T1, then T2 and again T3. T1, T2, T3. Okay, here I have not shown correct. T1 and T3 and this is T2. T1, T2 and T3. T1, T2, T3. Here everything in one line. So if this is the case, now let us try to put T1, T2, T3 here. What this figure says? T2 is here. What is this? Right hand side. What is this? Right hand side. Where is this dotted line? Dotted line is here. Dotted line is what? T2. So this is T2. So what T2 you have shown here, T2 is not here. T2 is at this level. Okay. In the front view, where is T1, T2, T3? This line is T1, which is correct. This line is T3, which is correct. But this is T2. You can see here T2. So this T2 has to be here. T2 has to be here. That means T2 is not what you have shown. T2 is not in the same level. Only T1 and T3 they are in the same level. And T2 is below. T2 is below. So this is T2. So that will automatically happen when you try to bring this back. So when you bring this back and put it here, automatically they will give you the necessary result. So I will now, what I will do is, I will shift this whole thing from here. I will shift this L1 and draw it back. And this whole, whatever I have shown in green, that is L1. So L1, T1, T2, T3 here, L1 here. T1, T2, T3. Now let us concentrate on T4. Let us now concentrate on T4. This is T4. In the top view, we have already drawn this at T4 here. At the start initially. Now show this T4 here. This T4 will be here. Correct? T4 will be here. Now this is all T1, T2, T3 here. So this is T4. Now where is T4 here? This is T4. So if this is T4, we are shown T4 here, but T4 is here. We are shown T4. We are shown T4 here. Initially, right now we are shown T4 here, that means here. But T4 is not here, T4 is here. So this T4 you have to bring it down. You have to bring it down. We'll do it, but try to see the other view. T4 is down here as per this view, and in the front view, T4 is here. We are shown T4 here. At the moment T4 is here, but T4 has to be here. Here. That means this surface you have to bring it down here. So when I do that, and now you can think of these lines, why these lines are drawn. These lines. This line is here. Okay. So this R1, R2 also you'll be able to realize this is R1 and this is R2. So this R1 is here and R2 is not in the same line, it is behind. So this R2 has to go back. And this R2 is here, R2 is here, R2 is here. So accordingly R2 is not here, it is back. So if you combine all this information, T4 has to be down, R2 has to be inside, then that will give you an information like this, which says that T4 will be like this, and R2 will be here, R1 is here, and L2 is here, and L3 is here. So L2, L3, L2, L3, R1, R2, T4 like this, not here but down, T4 not here but down. So now you can see the final object is prepared. So what we have done, we have tried to draw the given orthographic views on the isometric planes at correct position. Right side planes, left side planes, top side planes. And then we have tried to put the numbers, names of the different planes, where they are. And then we have, after putting the initial position, then we shifted these planes as per what the drawing says. And once you do that, your figure has evolved. So I'll draw this figure as a final figure. Like this. So the whole figure has come this way. T1, T2, T3, T4. So could you see what we have done from the orthographic, how we have reached to isometric. Now there are many things still to be learned. So today we have solved 3 problems. The first was very simple, and then second and now the third. So we will give you some more problems of similar type, simple type, and in the process you will learn. So as a part of exercise, the problems which will be given to you, those problems you have to solve on similar lines, and you have to pay full attention to what you are doing. Concentrate, imagine, try to imagine how the object is going to be, and imagination is the only way for solving these problems. Although we have made some kind of a procedure, some kind of a formula, some kind of a system, but that system is only to help you to start with. But once you do this, if you keep on doing this, as I said in the bicycle example as I have given you, gradually that thing will click in your mind and automatically you will have better grip and your imagination will go on slowly building and you will be able to solve this problem very easily. Okay, so just go on doing practice. I'll give you the exercises, solve them by making use of this kind of a procedure. Let me again repeat. You have to draw them by light lines, very faint lines, and finally estimate where the figure will be, how the figure will be, and then you make it dark. But don't make any efforts to erase such kind of construction lines. They are already light, so they will not obstruct your drawing. They will still be there. But when you draw the final object, this final object you have to draw with proper darkness, so that the light lines will not affect. They will still be there as a mesh. Okay, so this way you have to solve these exercises, and after some time you will be able to learn with good amount of practice. Now, as you must be also imagining, which you asked me this question during the orthographic time, how to draw those circles, the oval shapes, etc. So that is also a part of this isometric. But right now we are learning all the simple objects. As we go further, we will learn how to draw circles, how to draw holes, etc., curvatures. That we will learn gradually. First, let us concentrate on these simple basic things. Okay. So with this we will stop. You have to have a good amount of practice. Okay. That will definitely help you. I am sure after good amount of practice you will be able to do it. Many students were very curious during the orthographic drawing. They were asking me, sir, when are we going to learn to draw these isometric figures? They are very curious to learn how these isometric figures will be drawn. So today we have started this topic, and as we go further in the subsequent next few lectures, we will be able to master this art of drawing the figures in the 3 dimensions. So pay very good attention and try to learn whatever is taught today. Thank you very much.